Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Mother of Karma and I'm back with a quick read. So this one is going to be on the heavy sexual energies that's like pulling on the collective, pulling, and even me, and I'm go watch my other videos. I cannot stress the importance of celibacy and practicing chastity, because once you do and you really cut yourself off from these negative energies and lustful energies mainly, and given into temptationist type of energies, you will start to realize the amount of effect that it has on your fucking life, okay? If you don't like my cussing, please turn the channel off, turn the video off. I am here as a messenger. I am very spiritually in tune to the point to where it literally is almost frustrating, okay? And I find myself, just randomly crying here and there, and it's literally the energies of the divine and taking on other people's emotions and frustrations because, they can't handle the things that they put out. I was shuffling my cards and some things that came out. Parties aren't fun alone. With this, I'm picking up like orgy energy. I will honestly speak from my experience. I linked up with a ex-fling months ago, and this is what caused me to realize my worth and protect myself and stay to myself. They try to heavily influence or ask, let's do an orgy and something like that. And I'm just like, fuck no. Like, I'm just here to have a good time. And we're supposed to go out to the club and just celebrate your birthday. And it just turned into more than what it needed to be. Oh God, I did not engage, guys. I got up and left. But I'm just saying, I keep finding myself getting messages of like, that multiple body energy, and I'm just like, no. It's never been me, and I've never. It's just that it's that dark energy, and when I say it's like energy harvesters, okay, that shit's annoying, and it's we're gonna leave that to the icky people that want to engage themselves in that. I just gotta come on here and say it, but it's just like, damn, like I wrote myself to God earlier today. I wrote him a message and then I burnt it so that my ancestors can handle it. And ever since then, I would tell y'all the energies have gotten chaotic. Like, I cried in the fucking shower and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, it was just it was me releasing these ties and these people that keep attempting to attach and infiltrate my energy. And I'm just pray to God. Like, I always pray, and I'm just like, amen. All right. Excuse me. And as I said that, and I got out the shower and I just got dressed and I prayed, used for our sins, he will be cherished and renewed. Okay. And that is the God, like Jesus Christ energy that came out as soon as I was like, you know what, I gotta do a reading, I gotta get this message out to y'all. But I know it's not just me, and it's more so love bombing. Okay, if you don't know what love bombing is, go ahead and look that up. But in short, it is people pulling on your energy or sending you love spells or doing love spells on you. Okay, you may not think people that you have been around are into magic and stuff like that, but I'm telling you, you don't know what happens behind closed doors, and that's just that on that. Judgment calls the shots, processes evidence. The judge, in calling judgment, calls the shots, processes evidence, and brings justice in the court. Okay, so I'm getting spiritual court. You could be in spiritual court, you could be in physical court, but just know that the judge is always going to analyze the evidence and be on the side of the light. Okay. A private investigator is significant. You could have a private investigator watching you. You could have a private investigator stalking you, or it could be monitoring spirits in the spirit. Watches behind the scenes, watches the positive parties, and defends what's right. Okay. Private investigators could also be hired, if hired by the wrong party, to be heavily influenced to do the wrong thing. But I tend to realize that once private investigators catch a hold of what's going on, they will work against the people that are paying them to do the right thing, because they know, once they're under judgment or realize a person's true spiritual power, they are not going to fuck with the dirty work no more. They're going to do the right thing and still take their money. And that's just how the game goes. And people are in despair about that right now. Someone's brother's beyond insecure. Okay, somebody's brother could be very significant in the whole thing. Could have been the main culprit. Could be the reason for the private investigator, or the reason why you were used for somebody else's sins. Fertility is intention. Okay, so somebody wants to get you pregnant. Maybe you could be divine masculine or feminine watching this, but either way it goes, divine masculine trying to get a feminine pregnant, or vice versa. It's next to the brother's card, so be careful. Like, I've been picking up on a lot of incestful situations and realizing that even I have come from an incestful family, and it's just kind of like gross. It sickens me to death. 555 on the clock. It really sickens me, and like, I just want to escape it. Like, I just rather not deal with any of that or be of any of those people. Excuse me. Ew. And I realize the more that I try to detach myself, the more these energies try to attach to me. And I'm just like, fuck no, fuck you, fuck off, and fuck out of here. You got to say it. Like, sometimes you really have to say go to hell to these energies and these negative things that, and especially the negative thoughts. Like, if you notice negative thoughts coming to you natural, like, I won't say naturally, like repetitively, tell them to go to hell, because it's not your thoughts. It's other people doing magic unto you and trying to gain control or trying to mentally tap into your space. Okay, on that note, miracles are about to happen, and I'm going to put that under the private investigator card, because I'm really picking up on a private investigator who is paid a lot of money to do things unto you, collective. And just know that once they caught wind of what was going on, they definitely switched up. Okay, they took their money and switched up, and they are no longer working in the dark. They realize the power that somebody that you truly have, and they're about to make something shake positively on your behalf, because they realize the extent that these negative low vibing people go after or reside in. It's very easy to see through them, if that makes sense. It's very easy to see through manipulation, especially when it's of low vibration and it's not very, very well thought out. So, especially people that don't pay attention to detail. Higher love and higher mental development. Okay, you collected, this could be you. You could have outsmarted someone. You could be quicker than somebody thinks. You could be the person that no one can predict what you're going to do, say, or feel next, and that is a power in which that is divinely protected. I've been realizing that protection work is very important lately, and it has actually caused me, like, for example, to burn a candle at night, and I have sensi, so I keep my sensi burners on. Higher mental development, we could be self-teaching ourselves, learning something new. I don't know why my camera's doing that, but confirmation. A higher love, a higher level soulmate, a higher twin flame. If you're on the twin flame journey, I know ever since I joined the twin flame journey, I lately have just been like so overwhelmed and so exhausted with it to where I don't even like want to be in love anymore. But every girl wants to be in love. But it's just the power of discerning, who you finna be in love with, because Lord knows I've already had like freaking 3 different people infiltrate my dreams in an attempt to show me like, oh, they're meant for me. And then it just gets to like this point of the dream to where, and then I start laughing in the dream and I'm like, oh, they're not for me. And like, I've noticed like these masculines get frustrated because they can't even tap into me spiritually in the dream state. And ever since then, like, I haven't had to deal with them, but they still repetitively do work on me because they have more money than me, and in control or in attempt to try to control me and manipulate the things that I do in my daily life. And when I say I've been in like my own business mode, that's what I've been doing. And if you notice my pinky finger, I cut it because I burnt a candle one night and it cracked the bowl all the way over, and it was an orange candle. So orange candle was optimism, change, and I had prayed for drastic change within the collective, of course, in the most positive sense. And when I woke up and tried to pull the candle wax off my tablecloth, it would not come off, and the bowl cut me. So, and then the pinky finger is also Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius energy, so that might be significant to you all as well. Fast life unzipping fast life, unzipping lane. So you could have been living the fast life in the past, and fast could be, you know, running around, running the streets. I'm guilty of that, but I moved on and removed myself from those situations, and ever since then it's been even more chaotic. Okay, and it's a good thing, because once you take like purity out of the streets, boy, they go chaotic, because there's no more purity in the streets, and there should not be purity in the streets at all. Purity should be protected. Purity should be respected. Purity should be well kept. Okay. Unzipping lane, I put that as far as like, you know, once you remove yourself from situations, things start to unzip, secrets start to unfold, the truth starts being revealed. You start seeing through the veil of what has been hidden from you. You're no longer blinded. And burp for confirmation, excuse me. You're no longer blinded to the things in which were hidden from you. However, I will say there are still a lot of things hidden from you. It is just very hard to know like what to believe, what not to believe, because at this, once you start unzipping things and digging into it, everything starts to seem like a contradiction. But it's just knowing what applies to you and what doesn't. Don't overthink it. But at the same time, I don't think overthinking drives people crazy. To a sense, it really doesn't. It just ponders and digs deeper into the situation in the case of what's going on. Okay, so night owls could be significant. I know parties aren't fun alone. And the parties, like I mentioned before, you know, like how I said, I went to the club, I went out, and this was that energy. I was on my night owl demon time type of energy, and it just was not, it just never turns out great. Like I get home and I'm just like, why did I do that? Like it wasn't even that satisfying. Like it wasn't even, like it wasn't even worth my time. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So sticking to yourself and growing yourself, that is what is worth your time, okay? If you know, sometimes going out in the spur of a moment is not really always the greatest thing to do. Night owls, I put the S on there because there are people who, you know, wait till nighttime to do this magic on you, and those are the night owls, the people that run the streets at night. You know what I'm saying? Literally just that. And I used to be a night owl for like, oh god, starting in high school all the way till, I'll say a couple years. You know, having children and being a mother has really kept me out of that. All right, beings of the light. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We're coming through. I'm picking up beings of the light were used for other people's sins and blinded at the spirit of their spiritual gifts, which is why it is time for the higher love and higher mental development to come through. All right, maybe you're out there teaching yourself something new. Miracles are about to happen, just to reiterate that one. You know, people's prayers truly do have a great effect on the collective, and that's why it's important to focus your intention in the light and ask God for the things that you truly desire Him to execute on this earth. I will say be careful. Not everybody has the power to ask God to kill people, all right? But you know, once you move out of fear and understand that fear is an illusion, then that is when you should feel powerful enough to ask God to do these things for you so that you don't have to do it, which also makes you untouchable, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because to be able to have God work on your behalf because you're so humble and because you're so focused on really giving yourself to Him, then miracles fucking happen, and miracles are about to happen. I can't tell y'all what I prayed for earlier, but when I say I pray for the collective and the benefit of the collective, and may these dark entities and energies stop trying to attach to us, baby, untouchable, okay? Have faith. I've also been making sure that I keep my faith in the church and onto God and staying in the light, no matter how hard and hectic my spiritual gifts tend to overwhelm me. All right. Going with the judge, the private investigator. Sorry. My hand's all up in the camera and shit. But it is what it is. District attorney defends the righteousness of the party, listens and truly tries to overcome. Okay. And district attorney is also could be a public defender as well. And public defense. District attorney is also is the attorney that is appointed by the court within the state of which you're in, or the district in which you reside. And at this point, the district attorney actually tends to be very effective because, you know, they're defending somebody of their own state. And where you live is home, and people tend to have a strong passion for where they live. I'm sorry, I gotta sip this tea real quick. Plaintiff usually lies if there's someone, the plaintiff is the person who files for these court orders and stuff like that. Ooh, okay, it just dropped because maybe it wants me to drop it, but sometimes I'm just gonna say, in this case, maybe the witness to greater things. I did not mean to put usually summoned to court. I meant to put that for the defendant. Yeah. So the plaintiff and the defender can go in opposite energies. That's why I wrote it. But maybe a witness to greater things usually lies when summoned to court. But that's defender card. So, okay, I got it. Some people file their motions in court once they realize the righteous party has already filed in court, and tries to go file in court to make themselves look like the right party, but they're not the right party, which is why I put usually lies, because they are already have been summoned to court by the righteous party. Okay, so in IE, say you file a court motion for whatever, to prosecute or press charges against somebody, and they go and do this, and the person you're pressing charges against goes and do the same thing just to make themselves the plaintiff in another case and not the defendant, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm getting a district attorney is going to be, okay, so somebody needs to call judgment on their situation. There's a private investigator that has been paid to help the district attorney with the plaintiff. Okay, and all this is happening and you're unaware about it. All right, on to the next. Just breathe. In the most positive sense, understand that we're on to the next thing. That makes sense. We're on to the next culprit. We're on to the next full understanding of trying to understand this case. What did I put this on top of? On to the next. Someone's brother is beyond insecure. On to the next case. Perhaps onto the next level of this case, bringing it to the light and calling justice and judgment upon it. There we go. Patience is sanctuary, okay? At a certain point, patience is more so like, damn, how much patience can I truly have in a situation? But understanding that, patience is sanctuary, meaning you have to learn to be calm and understanding within a certain situation in order to fully grasp it and understand it. The moment is dry without you, meaning that people are bored without you. Okay, they don't enjoy themselves if you're not around. The energy is just not as fun or as exuberant without you. Okay, peaceful people pray all the time. That goes with that. Patience is sanctuary. Learn to find sanctuary within. Living your life, doing whatever you want, okay? But I would suggest not getting into lustful energies or low vibing energies or just sleeping with anybody, because that will also bring you and all the work that you have done within yourself and all the healing you have done within yourself to go down the drain. So just like that, it can be snatched away from you. And it's crazy because it actually takes longer than just a snap of a fucking second to heal and build yourself. So don't let everything that you have built for yourself just diminish in the moment because you want to do whatever you want. And since, do whatever you want in what's right for yourself. But I'm not one to judge. If you think going out and partying and fucking whoever you want is the right thing, do that, but none of my business. Within time, we will all have fun. All right? So hopefully things are moving into a positive direction. A brilliant mind. Collective, you are brilliant minds. I don't know why, but I'm getting, make sure you do your magic in the brightest of light. Okay. Speech. Lord is love and loyalty. I don't know. That's going to offend some people. Let me not. Let's see. Holy Spirit, how should we end this reading off? Okay, and we're going to end it on tracking and exposing spiritual guidance. Okay, so you may be seeking spiritual guidance. Somebody that you know may need Yep, there you go. Someone you know may need true spiritual guidance because the energies in which they reside, low vibing people, may need some help. All right, tracking and exposing. There's that private investigator energy, and I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like this was a very good reading. And I truly hope that you guys all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. Look at my little hat. I know I look like a little boy, but I really love my hair like this. I'm able to finally touch my scalp without all my long hair being in the way, and I just can breathe. Like a bitch can breathe now, if that makes sense. Anyways, if this reading doesn't reside with you, please leave it where it's at. Do not try to make it fit. But I am sending much love and light to you all. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at. Bye.